Hey ho, what is going on guys? My name is Coaster Chall, YouTube channel Doncasterborn, but built for theme park news. And welcome to another Coaster Chall's Top 5. Now this video is actually suggested in the comments down below by a guy called Daggerwin Extra, that's his YouTube channel name. So big shout out to Daggerwin Extra for suggesting this video. It is my top 5 roller coasters. Now these are roller coasters that are still currently operating, all in the top 5, thank God. And yeah, basically this is going to be a rundown of my top 5 roller coasters that I've experienced so far. Of course, I may do another top 5 coasters once I've experienced more coasters out there in Europe and stuff like that. So, but for now, this is going to be the only top 5 roller coaster list. But of course, like I said, it'll be updated. So welcome to the top 5 roller coasters of 2019. So let's get started then with number 5, and this is Galactica at Alton Towers. Now, Galactica at Alton Towers, for those of you who don't know, originally opened in 2002. It's a Bolliger and Mabillard flying coaster that originally opened as Air in the old site of the Beast, or the new Beast, down in Forbidden Valley. The Beast was removed 3 or 4 years before the opening of Air. So the site did sit abandoned for about a year, about a year or two before construction even began. And of course, 2002, Air was born. In 2016, they revamped Air into Galactica. The old Air shop was replaced by this food loop style restaurant called the Roller Coaster Restaurant. I haven't yet actually eaten inside that restaurant, but I've seen inside it, and it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, the ride came with virtual reality. It was the world's first flying coaster. Then they changed the slogan to the world's first roller coaster fully dedicated to virtual reality. And of course, for the 2019 season, virtual reality was removed from the ride. So it's back to being the world's first flying coaster, which is still a great record. It's still Galactica, but most people joke and say it's Galactic Air because of no VR. Now the reason this coaster is at number 5 on the list in the top 5 is because I am quite a big fan of flying coasters. I mean, obviously Hero is, don't even get me started, but B&M flying coasters specifically, maybe the Vekoma ones like Fly at Phantasialand, wants to go and try that out, maybe I like that. But for the moment, I've only experienced the B&M version and the Zamperla version. The Zamperla version can do one. The B&M version, I like it, it's not bad. But it's very restrained, and I know a lot of people have said that B&M flying coasters are very restrained, and it doesn't allow you to be free on the ride. You know, you've got these you've got these little leg air gates, so they'll, as soon as you pull the big collar restraint down, these like little things at the bottom of the train go like that, so your feet are just in the middle of those 2 gateways. Then of course you get tilted and then through the layout. But I don't know, it just seems like those big B&M collar restraints and the leg restraints as well. Of course, leg restraints are fair enough, it just keeps your legs in, stuff like that. But the big B&M collar restraints are very heavy and very restrainable. So I think if you just, you know, minimised the rubber collar sort of part of the restraint, so you got less sort of collar restraining you, so it's just like the over the shoulder, but still very comfortable. I'm guessing those big rubber collars are like comfort collars, so I guess you can put them there for a reason. But I think if they're just normal restraints, maybe you could be a bit more free. I don't know, maybe they're gonna redesign the flying coaster, or maybe make some adjustments to the next flying coaster they add, I don't know. But it's still a decent ride, it's still a decent layout. It gives off the brilliant sensation that you're flying, and of course when it became Galactica in 2016, it gives off the sensation of journeying into the cosmos, you know. I've always felt the theme sort of clashes with the theme of Forbidden Valley. I know it's at the bottom of Forbidden Valley, so it won't clash as much, because it can merge the 2 themes together. However, I do feel as if there's a real clash of themes, and it's just not, you know, it doesn't really work. So I would have liked to have seen maybe not really a darker theme, but more a Forbidden Valley theme, unless they're going to use that car park behind Galactica and maybe expand and build a space themed area, so you've got a separate sort of entrance to show that that's Forbidden Valley, and then down below there's a space area. So moving on to number 4, it's another Alton Towers coaster. Be warned, there are a lot of Alton Towers in this lineup, and that is of course Oblivion, the B&M Dive Coaster, the Bolliger and Mabillard Dive Coaster, Don't Look Down, as it used to say. Opened in March 1998 at a cost of £12 million. So there was a whole documentary about Alton Towers and the Magic Factory, and you know, this was sort of the main draw of the documentary in terms of new attractions. Of course, those of you who don't know how this ride was constructed, half the rides in Fantasy World, which is the area where X Sector is now, they were all relocated and removed. So by the start of the 1997 season, when Ripsaw opened, down in Fantasy World, you've got this massive fence just teasing a world's first attraction for March 1998, and that of course became Secret Weapon 4 Oblivion. Of course, Secret Weapon 1 and 2 were defunct and never built Arrow Pipeline Roller Coaster, and of course SW3 was Nemesis, but we'll get onto that later in the countdown. So Oblivion is an amazing ride, great theme, great sort of, it takes you into the millennium. It's a 1998 ride, it takes you into the 2000s straight away. I do feel the queue line videos especially are slightly outdated, so a lot of people would like an upgrade to the theme of Oblivion to make it more modern and give it more of an X Sector feel. But I do like it. I do like the sensation when you're going down that vertical drop, and the airtime. To be fair, I do get a lot of airtime in that overbank turn heading into the brake run. So it's a very decent ride. Now moving on into the top 3 then, number 3 for me so far is the Swarm at Thorpe Park, the Bolliger and Mabillard Wing Coaster. Yes, there's a lot of B&Ms in this countdown. So this B&M Wing Coaster stands at a brilliant height. It has the world's first inverted drop. It was the first wing coaster to have the inverted drop. Of course, that's what Thorpe Park was saying anyway. Of course, codename Project LC12, built on a new island near Stealth to bring us the northwest side of the park towards Manor Lake. And of course, it's got this apocalyptic theme that a hellacious beast is swooping down and abducting human beings, hell-bent on destruction, as the Coaster Force documentary would tell you. Now, Swarm is an amazing coaster. It's a very close second to whatever's going to be second, which of course I'll announce later on. But the Swarm is a fantastic attraction, a brilliant ride to experience, and whenever I go back to Thorpe Park, whether it's when the new Project 2020 or 2021, whenever the new coaster is opened, I would personally like to see, I would love to experience this coaster again, because I've lost the Swarm feeling, so I want to get back on that. Maybe it might rise back up to second above on current number 2 when I get more rides in it. Now, our current number 2 is Nemesis at Alton Towers, a B&M inverted coaster that opened in March 1994. Of course, the inspiration for the 2012 to 2015 dart ride Nemesis Subterra, which of course is now a Scarefest Project 42, looks to be coming back from all the -42 on the cue board, and you know, all those teas that's been going on around Subterra. Maybe I might catch that when I get to Alton Towers in about a month or two's time. I'm hoping for a June trip. Now, Nemesis is a Bolliger and Mabillard inverted roller coaster. It is absolutely amazing. The most intense ride experience, a good intense ride experience I've personally ridden. Now, of course, the ride is set around this hellacious beast rising from the ashes, pinned down with steel track. The station was redone a couple of years ago and it looks beautiful. I cannot wait to get back on this. I've had, you know, like 9 or 10 to 11 continuous years of riding Nemesis, so I can't wait to get back this year and check it out. The queue line works its way around the layout brilliantly. Now, number one on this coaster count is Wicker Man at Alton Towers, the only non-B&M in the top 5, a GCI wooden coaster that only opened last year, and it's already number 1 in my case. Wicker Man is an astonishing ride set around the Wicker Beast, hashtag feed the flames. It's an absolutely amazing ride experience, the aggressive turns, the banking, the airtime you get on it, the different effects as you ride through the structure a few times. It is absolutely unbelievable attraction, and it's a really good roller coaster to experience at the park. Now that is it then for this coaster count. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. For now guys, my name is Coaster Chall, YouTube channel, Coaster Born, but built for theme park news. Keep living the coaster up, dudes, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day my friends.